sun on limestone, turquoise horizons, adventure ahead. Welcome to Amazing 7, your passport to 7 epic travel moments. Today, Malta in 3 days. Hit subscribe for more. Strap in. Coastlines, hidden alleys, slow-motion waves await. Amazing 7, Malta in 3 days. Malta is a tiny nation with a huge personality. It sits right in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, a speck of sun-baked limestone that has absorbed thousands of years of history. Imagine an open-air museum exhibits glow under 300 days of sunshine a year. The air feels warm and smells of salt and stone. The sea surrounding it isn't just blue. It's a brilliant, almost unbelievable shade of turquoise. A trip here is not just a beach holiday. It is a walk through a living history book, a new story, a new fortress, a new breathtaking view of the water. This island is a place of powerful contrasts. You will find ancient, prehistoric temples, older than the pyramids, standing just a few miles from the lively modern buzz of a resort town. You'll see armored knights' fortresses guarding a harbor filled with colorful, traditional fishing boats. The local language sounds like a unique blend of Arabic and Italian, yet nearly everyone speaks perfect English. To get the most out of your time in Malta, it helps to have a smart plan. I like to think of this 3-day itinerary as a ladder. Each day is a new step, building upon the experience of the one before. This gives your trip a sense of progression and discovery. It ensures you see the diverse facets of the Maltese islands without feeling overwhelmed or zigzagging inefficiently. Each step gives a different flavor, from its urban heart to its natural wonders. You will climb from the grand history of the capital city to the rustic tranquility of the sister islands. Day 1 is your foundational step. Dive into Malta's historic core, Valletta, then the neighboring 3 cities. Urban Exploration Day. Walk the streets built by the Knights of St. John, see the island's strategic forts and harbors, feel its monumental architecture. Orientation to Maltese history and culture. Learn the stories that set the stage. Balance grand cathedrals and palaces with quiet moments in a local cafe. Day 2, next rung. Away to Gozo and Comino. Our first day begins in Valletta, Malta's capital. This is not just any city, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built by the Knights of St. John in the 16th century, Valletta is a fortress city designed on a grid system, making it wonderfully easy to navigate. As you walk its streets, you are surrounded by majestic limestone buildings with colorful enclosed balconies. The stone seems to radiate a warm, honey-colored light, especially in the morning and late afternoon. Valletta sits on a peninsula with sweeping harbor views. Your first major stop should be St. John's Co-Cathedral. From the outside, it looks plain and fortress-like. But step inside, and your jaw will drop. The interior is an explosion of high Baroque art and decoration. Every inch is carved, gilded and painted. The floor a morbid quilt of knights' tombstones. The main event here is Caravaggio's masterpiece, The Beheading of St. John the Baptist, his largest work and the only one he ever signed. After the sensory overload, it's time for fresh air and a spectacular view. A short walk takes you to the Upper Baracca Gardens, perched on the ramparts, offering a panoramic view across to the 3 cities. Time your visit for noon or 4 p.m. to witness the saluting battery, full ceremony and a thunderous cannon. A loud, fun tradition that echoes Malta's military past. From here, options. The Grand Master's Palace, home to the President's office and a fascinating armory, or the Manuel Theatre, one of Europe's oldest working theatres. But don't rush. Get lost in narrow lanes. Find a cafe, sit outside, and try a pastis, ricotta cheese, mushy peas, perfect fuel for exploring. In the afternoon, take a short scenic hop to the 3 cities in a traditional degaggia, Malta's take on a Venetian gondola. From the water, you truly grasp the fortification's scale and strength. Vittoriosa, Birgu, the historic heart where the knights withstood the Great Siege of 1565. Old stone forts beside modern yachts. Day 2, escape to Gozo, Malta's greener, quieter sister, via a 25-minute morning ferry. A pleasant crossing with views of Comino as you pass. Immediately the pace softens. Gozo is smaller, rural and noticeably greener. It's what Malta felt like decades ago. Calm hills, sleepy villages over bustling streets. First stop, Gantija Temples, a UNESCO site dating to around 3600 BC, older than Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. The name means Giant's Tower. The limestone blocks are colossal. Legend says giants built them. Walking here connects you to a mysterious, long-lost civilization. It's humbling. Next, Victoria, Rabat, dominated by the citadel, a hilltop fortress. Once nightly refuge from pirates. Today its ramparts give a 360-degree view of Gozo's hills, villages and sea. A small city within a city, cathedral, museums and shaded lanes. Outside the walls, browse crafts and enjoy Gozitan specialties, fresh bread and gbejna cheese, fresh, dried or peppered. Afternoon, from Magar, a short boat hop to tiny Comino. Swimmers and snorkelers paradise, the world-famous Blue Lagoon. Its startling color comes from sun reflecting off pale sand beneath clear, sheltered water. Float, snorkel the rocks for fish, or swim across the lagoon. It feels like a natural pool. In summer, it's busy. Claim a spot on the warm rocks and make it your playground. For fewer crowds, walk to Crystal Lagoon or Santa Maria Bay, just as beautiful. Short cave tours reveal electric blue water when sunlight strikes, thrilling and photogenic. Practicalities. Little shade, so bring sunscreen, a hat, and lots of water. Kiosks sell snacks and drinks, but prices can be high. Wear your swimsuit under clothes. After hours of sun and sea, head back sun-kissed and smiling. The second ladder step complete. Ancient history and dazzling nature in one perfect day. Tomorrow, we climb the final rung. For our final step, begin in Mdina, Malta's original capital, a fortified medieval city on a hill. Enter through the gate, it feels like stepping back in time, or onto a film set. Mdina is the silent city. Few cars, residents prize their peace. Here only footsteps and hushed voices, alleys weave between palaces and convents. Visit St. Paul's Cathedral, linked to the Apostles' shipwreck and the Roman governor Publius. From the ramparts, scan a living map. On clear days, see Valletta and the distant sea. Outside lies Rabat, once the commoner's suburb, bustling, historic, with St. Paul's catacombs underground. Pause for coffee and a famous chocolate cake on the ramparts, then head south to the sea. Take a boat from tiny Widiz Zurich. Fishermen guide you into sea caves, including the main blue grotto. Morning sun ignites the water, phosphorescent hues from deep blue to vibrant orange. Then to Marsak's Lock, iconic fishing village where hundreds of luzu paint the harbor. Look for the boat's painted eyes, an ancient Phoenician symbol for protection. Sit by the water and order the catch of the day. Fresh, simple, unforgettable. For sunset, aim for Golden Bay or Gajin Tufieha, rare sandy beaches framed by cliffs. Find your spot on soft orange sand, take a last dip, and watch the sky blaze as the sun sinks. Prefer energy after sunset? St. Julian's and Paceville deliver restaurants, bars and clubs, the modern, buzzing Malta. Day 3 complete. Your ladder now climbs from memory into meaning. You've experienced a rich slice of Malta. Fortresses, villages, caves and coves on a compact, unforgettable scale. Getting around is easy. Buses are extensive and cheap, though crowded in summer. A car offers flexibility. Remember to drive on the left, or use ride shares like Bolt and Uber. Ferries are essential for island hops, Gozo and Comino. Pack for sun and stone, sunscreen, hat, sunglasses and sturdy walking shoes. Carry water. Cards work widely, but keep some euros for buses, kiosks and markets. Don't forget your swimsuit. Perfect coves appear when you least expect them. In 3 days you climbed a ladder. Night's grandeur, prehistoric mysteries, silent streets, and impossible blue. You walked through history, tasted local flavors, and felt the warm med on your skin. Malta is a story written in sun, in stone, and in sea. It's waiting for you to turn its pages. Happy travels. Thanks for exploring Malta with Amazing 7. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Comment your favorite Malta spot.